Be pretty, glow up diet. Mukbang. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna be thick, girl. Don't cover. Don't be ashamed. Gotta be a mukbang influencer. Come on. Apple good, broccoli good, green good, egg not so good. Bruh, rice and meat are fine. They're good. Get your proteins in. What people need to realize that are trying to lose weight is like people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna go run on the freaking treadmill. I'm gonna go do cardio." Stop doing cardio. Like, it's great. Like, don't get me wrong, cardio is really good for your heart health. Like, does anybody still believe that cardio is the way to lose weight? It's like, okay, reduce your calorie intake because calories in, calories out. I do skip the treadmill. I do the Stairmaster. I don't be doing that much cardio. It's just the truth. I do really high intensity workouts, which can help in a similar-ish way, but I could really stand to do more cardio. I mean, but anyway, the treadmill is not the way to lose weight. Like, the best way to start losing weight is doing quicker, really high-intensity workouts where you're doing big muscle groups, deadlifting. No, actually, I have really good endurance. I don't get gas super fast because I'm active, and I just don't strictly do tons of cardio, whatever. Especially like when I was recently doing Muay Thai, which I'm not doing it now. I literally don't have time for it. I had quite solid cardio. But I do the Stairmaster. I do burnout stuff, leg workouts. Do I strictly like go and do much treadmill? Not really. I could probably stand to do more. But anyway, yeah, the way to lose weight is not just to walk on the frickin' treadmill or run on the treadmill. It's like the worst possible way to lose weight. Do big compound muscle exercises like squats, deadlift, whatever. Bench press, do big. Plus, if you're able to like hit a deficit and you do a really high intensity workout and you get into like an oxygen deficit, then your body can keep burning calories hours even after you've stopped working out. Fat. Eating only apples while everybody else enjoys. Enjoys. Blood, just go to the gym. Just reduce your calorie intake. These things always pretend like you eat like one donut or you eat like one. Like 100%, lots of people have different metabolisms, but it's not so extreme as like, oh, if I touch a donut, I'm going to instantly become, I'm instantly going to gain freaking 30 pounds. You're cooked! You ate one donut! Just going insane. An apple a day. You know what? This lady's never going to be bugged by the doctor ever. She's doctor free. Oh, she's doing the treadmill. She's doing it all wrong. Well, I mean, yeah, it's like it doesn't. At the end of the day, if you're only eating apples, if you just start only eating 1,000 calories a day, you're gonna lose the weight. It's impossible for it to sustain unless you're a metabolic freak, in which case it's like you're gonna have to figure something else out. Cardio is super good. Everybody should do a lot of cardio, especially as they get older, just for your cardiovascular health, heart health, and just overall shape. And I mean, that's why I don't do a lot of cardio, but that's why I like to do a lot of body weight burnout stuff like jump squats, You know, sprints are good. Stairmaster, anything like that. It is good. It's good to do prolonged, like low weight, high repetition. It's really great to run. It's super great. I'm not trying to take a dump on it, tell people not to run. Yes, run. Go on a run. It's super freaking healthy for you. You'll live longer. But if your goal is purely just to lose weight, like, it's not going to, just doing that, it's not going to do it for you. Even if you're doing tons of lifting and going into the gym and you're just going hard in the gym all the time, you'll definitely be burning fat and turning your fat to muscle. But like, if you still are at an insane excess of calories, you know, you're like 5'5" and you're eating like 4,000 calories a day, you're still going to have to cut back calories if you want to lose weight. So what message is this trying to get across? She's got a bad body image. What, does she still see herself fat in the mirror? It's probably, you know, of course, 1 million likes is a very relatable situation. Got body dysmorphia. She's still being haunted by these things that she just can't. As long as you're not, she should lose 20 more pounds. Yeah, honestly, she needs to keep hitting it. She needs to get to that skeleton. I feel like there's, I don't know, maybe it's different now in most people's view, but I think the idea that girls have that they need to be like 120 pounds and be like skin and bones, that's insane to me. And if that's like being pushed by like society or modeling, whatever, I feel like we're at a point now to where that's less pushed than it's ever been. It's like, just be healthy. Honestly, screw looking good. Just be healthy. Looking good is great, but look good for your own sake and also be healthy, because looking good is great, but living is better, in my opinion. And being healthy generally will make you look good. So lots of things that people do to look good that makes them unhealthy. She's Hollywood maxing. She's what's that drug that everybody's taking in Hollywood? See, that's not like a realistic, like, anorexic. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's that's definitely, and you know what, it's close to home. Like, heck, like Pommy, you know, my wife 100% struggled with that same thing big time. And it can even go as deep as, like, you know, you grow up and your parents are like, have this bad relationship with food, and they don't exercise or do anything, but they have this really bad relationship with their food where they're constantly feeling like I mean, heck, when I was a little kid, I was like a scrawny little kid, and for some reason I had body dysmorphia. I was super worried. I literally like had to, as like a little 7 or 8 year old kid, I had to like convince myself and like talk to myself in the mirror, telling myself that I'm not fat. And like all this ridiculous stuff is like some scrawny kid. So it's like, where the heck does that even come from? It's like, why was I so anxious or so insecure about that as like some super scrawny kid? And it hits people hard like that, you know. But it's just like a mind over, like, you need to bring your mind back to reality. Which is why I think, at least for me, I know someone who runs a food eating ASMR channel. He posts eating everyday fried cheese sticks at McDonald's. Yeah. All things in good balance is the best that really you can possibly do. It's the most you can ask for. I don't believe in completely cutting out like any junk food or anything like that. I just think there's just a balance to be had, obviously. If you don't really enjoy the sweets and the junk food that much, by all means cut it out. But he needs to record every day? Yeah, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that. Props to him if it's working for him, or if that's what he wants to do. Everybody is free will. They should all just do what makes them happy, what makes them zappy happy. even being anorexic. I mean, I don't condone it. I don't think people should be anything that's unhealthy for them because it just lowers your quality of life, but they're free to do whatever they want. Tea gift, mozzarella sticks, and crinkle fries mukbang. Dang. He's going for it. He must be. Anyway, I gotta finish this to stop yapping. So now she realizes she's gone through all this work to lose all this weight and fix her body image. And he's skinny AF. Yeah, well, like, lots of people have pretty crazy metabolisms. And also, it depends on how much he, if he regularly is eating all that every single day, or if is that the only meal he eats for the day, or what, right? Metabolism 100% makes a big difference, and people with really high metabolism have to eat a lot of frickin' food to gain weight. So it's kind of conversely on, it's like you have to alter things, you have to figure out your own rhythm with how your own body and metabolism works. Yeah, probably 1 to 2, especially if he's having a huge mukbang. Probably not. Because it's uncomfortable for people to go out of what their body makes routine eating, which is why, like, when people get into 20 Diet Cokes, yeah, that's insane. That's 100% unhealthy. Even if bro's skinny, that's just straight unhealthy, but whatever, you do. Guy do whatever he wants, who cares? Oh, what was it? Says he has migraines if he doesn't. Yeah, that's literally like a chemical addiction. Like he's like chemically addicted to soda or to sugar. What is this trying to get across? Oh my God, it's so horrible. She was the apple controlled this toxic society, made her starve herself, and now she's just skinny and dying at the end. And I love the final scene when the girl faints and sees how we should look and how most people actually look. It feels so real. Due to burden and peer of society. My sister suffers from anorexia due to burden and peer of society. I don't think any kind of society or peers are telling you to be anorexic. You need to be anorexic. If anything's feeding you that, like if you're in for some reason your TikTok or all the media you consume is like model talk or something, and they're trying to tell you that you're not beautiful unless you're 80 pounds, and then you're just consuming the wrong side of things. I'm not anorexic enough, honestly. I would much prefer to be like 20 extra pounds, but I'm too lazy to diet and force myself to eat like 3,500 calories. So that's why I stay at like 165. Because I don't care, bro. I honestly don't care about... It's like, it would be awesome to be like 20 more pounds and be more hunked up and be like hulking 20 pounds heavier and be able to be 20 pounds of muscle heavier, but it's also like, I like the gym, I like the pain and the discipline and the experience and the difficulty of the gym. I like feeling healthy, I like feeling capable physically. It's like I kind of don't care that much about I just want to be 20 more pounds or this just because I could look, because then I'll look like this bigger guy, and I want to, it's like I look, you kind of don't give a shit, it's like, that's why I haven't done it, because I don't really care that much. I hear great things about drugs. It's like a cheat code, totally healthy. You know what? Everybody's free to do whatever they want. Everybody can lie to themselves all they want. As long as you're happy and you're healthy, it's like, oh my gosh, this guy thinks I'm too skinny. This guy thinks I'm too fat. This guy thinks I'm too gay. I don't give a fuck. Why do you care? Really, it's that people have their own toxic view of themselves a lot of time, and then they want to point the finger and be the victim and say, well, he made me that way, and he made me... And lots of times it's true. People are ruthless, and in public schools are freaking ruthless. I never went to public school, and sometimes people's parents are the source, or like, my wife suffered from it big time growing up, the eating disorder and the bulimia stuff like that, which she ended up healing out of it. And even when I got with her, she still had it a little bit. And getting with me and us, like, having healthy habits and going to the gym and having healthy self views, she now has a much better relationship with eating and with food. And like 100% we get affected by the people around us, the society and stuff, but we have to be responsible for our own selves and be able to draw the line how far we're going to let that societal thing affect us. Because it's not society's life, it's our life, it's you, it's what you're doing. So, it's understandable to find out where you got affected. Oh, I do this, and lots of it's genetic too. Metabolism and physicality, it's all genetic, but there's just such a limit to where it's like you can't keep using it as like an excuse. Because even if it's true that it's your genetics and society and my family and my high school and the bullying, it's still your responsibility, because guess what? It's still your life. And nothing's going to take that away. Nothing's going to change that. And if you're a victim and you're truly a victim, that sucks. And yeah, you were a victim of something. But what you going to do? What you going to do about it? Are you victim of it? If you're a victim, then you're never in control of changing it. And that just sucks. It sucks. So that's why it's always better to just worry about what you can do and what you can change. As long as you're happy with you genuinely and you're not lying to yourself, that's all that matters. Because you're also never going to be everyone's cup of tea. Even if you're with somebody, even if you're married or you're in a relationship, it's just, at the end of the day, it's a calculated leap of faith, and that person could at any time decide that they don't like you or leave you. And you've got to be able to have your own healthy view and opinion of yourself no matter what. If you can't do that, then you should figure out what you need to do to have a good view about yourself. You can't be all things to all people, yeah. Basically, you should only be what you need for yourself. Find somebody that truly cares about you and that's worth you fighting and suffering and being there for them, and that they would do the same for you. But self-esteem is extremely important in actually being able to have an enjoyable human experience. Who really cares about me, ChatGPT? Yeah. The robots, the engineered consciousness is what cares about me. Yeah, I honestly, like, dieting is good and all. It's just my own personal opinion. I think just exercise and actually going out and using your body, the body that you were given, that is purely yours, and exercising and going out and experiencing some form of exercise or savagery that is within your internal biological nature is just such a healthier thing than just purely dieting and never doing anything. But obviously it's not necessarily for everyone, but whatever. Everybody just do what makes you happy, zappy. Stop doing what doesn't make you happy, zappy. If shooting up meth every day makes you happy, do it. Go do that. Of course, you would be lying to yourself, because short-term gratification is not happiness, because happiness isn't important. Happiness is a joke. Trying to do everything for happiness is like a fantastical BS idea, because happiness is never a constant, even when you're with the absolute most wonderful person that you could ever possibly dream of being with, or you're in the dream scenario where you have all the money that you could need, happiness is never a constant, and you're going to suffer one way or another, no matter what situation you're in. And if you haven't learned your lesson about something, then eventually you're going to have to you're going to come into contact with whatever that difficult thing is, and you're going to have to figure it out. Being able to be content with who you are and what you're doing and where you're at is like pretty much the best thing that you can have. That's like true happiness, being in the pursuit of something and having the self-esteem and belief in who you are and knowing what you want. That's really powerful. And it's like, happiness is great, but it's fleeting, it's not permanent, and it also can't exist without struggle and strife and being very tormented. But hey, you know what? Go get that double jaw surgery, guys. I don't know. It was a great animation. We really got off track. It was a really cool animation. And it's something that people struggle with, for sure. But I don't know. I think I get tired of the victimhood that comes with I get tired of the victimhood that comes with the weight thing. Society was why I'm unhappy. Your favorite streamer, Clavicular, told me. Clavicular is such like an atomic loser. It's insane. Unfortunately, he's incredibly popular because he just perfectly pans to this very this very kind of foolish, childish incel internet culture that have this reasonably, they have this kind of sour view on women, and I can understand where it comes from, and kind of sour view on some things of life due to lots of the fakeness and superficial stuff of life, Hollywood and media and all of that which glitters, which is not all gold. I understand where it comes from, but it's just not based in reality or truth. It's like, yeah, there's plenty of shallow women out in the world, but some people apparently just can't fathom the concept that life isn't all about looks. And if you think life is all about looks, then you're just an idiot. You're just brain dead. Life is all about looks to who? What, do you want to be a model? Are you trying to be some whatever? This is some of the stuff he says is just completely like brain dead. He's like, oh, some guys that just look like Giga Chaz will just post a 2-second clip and just be worshipped. Okay, I don't ever want to be those guys. That sounds like the stupidest, lamest, shallow thing. It's like, so you just want to exist in a shallow world. I want to be appreciated only for just my looks because I went and got double jaw surgery and I'm microdosing meth and doing steroids so that everybody thinks I look super awesome, even though I'm actually a loser that stands for nothing worthwhile and nothing based in truth or in suffering or struggling towards something worthwhile or representing something that is worthwhile. Triple jaw surgery, that's what we're doing. There's the solution. Yeah, it's just pathetic. He resonates with a lot of people because they think that that's what's true, but they're just sorely mistaken. It's true it's true with women that you should never want to be around. It's true in a society that you shouldn't want to interact with. The only care on superficiality and all of that and how you look and this and that. There's plenty of parts of society and people that feel that way, but they're not people that you should really want to be around. It just it diseases the balance that there really is, because obviously it's always going to be a part You know, everybody's going to judge you face value from how they see you. And it's impossible to not have your own opinion on beauty and think, oh, this guy's chopped or this guy's super handsome or whatever the hell. It's just not something worth basing your whole like pursuit and belief off of. Yeah. Well, even if you're super, you know, you've got surgery, you got double jaw surgery, you got Botox, you got all this stuff, and everybody can see you and shallowly say, you know, they can see the Patrick Bateman and say, wow, you've been going to the gym, you look really good, you're really successful and wealthy, and this and that. They still can't find a genuine connection or relationship with somebody, or be straight up with themselves, or focus on what's actually important, and then they just die miserable anyway. Do I ever struggle with self-doubt or feeling like things I'm working towards might not work out? 100%. I struggle with that feeling every day. And I think self-doubt is, we all feel self-doubt, obviously. I mean, like with streaming right now, it's, you know, it's like, obviously I'm popping on stream every day, but there's no guarantee that it really goes anywhere. I can just do my best. And despite lots of work towards trying to grow and do good in streaming, it could potentially not work out. Ultimately, maybe it's luck, maybe it's whatever. Ultimately, it's just up to me. It's whether I just keep trying or give up. And if I feel like it's not worth it, or, you know, if my life can't keep supporting me doing it, then I've just got to do what I got to do. YT algorithm power. I'm trying, Zap. I'm trying. But, you know, it's natural. Everybody has the darkness and the negative thoughts, but it's really just about knowing how to manage your negative self-talk and your negative thoughts. There's not a single person that's always ultra confident, but you can, like what I do, and what the only thing you can really do is just to be like, you know what, I'm going to do my best, and if I just fail, it's okay. Failure is okay, and people thinking you suck is okay too. Because literally the only way that you can ever succeed or do anything worthwhile is just to fail miserably and to suck, and realize that it's okay to suck and it's okay to not be perfect. Can't let negativity hijack your brain. Because it's like, if you just let like negative self-view or feeling like nothing you're working towards is ever going to get anywhere, if you don't have hope, then literally what do you have? You just give in to discouragement. You basically just give in to death, because you stop believing in life. You stop believing in possibility. It's so like hope and like belief, being able to garner belief even if it doesn't feel like it's true, is such like an important thing, in my opinion, in the human spirit and in the human experience, to be able to, despite all odds, go, you know what, I am super handsome or super worth loving, despite the fact that I think that I'm chopped or have a big dumb nose or something, or, you know, I can do this thing even though I'm not the best at it, or, you know, like I can write a story, or I can become a great actor, or do this or that, even though it's like, right now I'm not the best. What can you do except just keep trying? It's like, literally what can you do? Just give up? It's like there's no option. You either just keep trying and try your best, or you just give in to basically defeat and discouragement and you just give up. Yeah, of course, it's a good question. It's easy for all of us to sometimes just feel like, what am I even doing? It's like, what am I even doing? It's like, how am I gonna...
This is what...
I don't know. It's like, what am I doing? How am I going to make anything happen? Nothing ever happens. But then you just do your best and miraculously something happens. I didn't think I was ever going to get into the relationship I got into. That was like everything I could have ever dreamed of, really. And it's my perfect ideal relationship, but I just had faith and was just willing to really try and not get discouraged. And I feel like that's all you can do. Because it's okay for things to not work out, and it's okay to fail. It's okay for relationships to not work out. If my first relationship went horribly and it didn't work out. Unless you can do mind jacking like Cyberpunk. There you go. Lots of stuff for learning experiences. It's kind of just the only thing you can keep. The only thing that's worth doing in life is just to keep on keeping on. Be somebody that you can be proud of and believe in things that give your life fulfillment and meaning, and try to meet people and try to find people in your life that give your life fulfillment. Because it's like, I don't know, we're just getting into philosophical stuff, I guess, but literally you can, supposedly, we can die at literally any time. So it's like I could die tomorrow. And would my life have been worthless because I hadn't become a super successful streamer? Haven't fully written my show yet. I haven't become the successful actor that I want to be. You know, I haven't had kids. Is my life worth nothing? Obviously not, because it's like, at least at the end of the day, you really tried. Yeah, and that's just all that you can do. It's worth it. Something to, you know, at least you can be proud of yourself. I did my best. And the saying, die trying. That's why I don't like nonchalant people very much, to tell you the truth. I'm not a massive fan of nonchalant people, because nonchalantness is kind of a giving in to it's giving in to what feels like giving up trying, in a way. It's kind of like, oh, if I just be nonchalant, then nothing matters because I don't put any deep stake in anything. I can just be nonchalant and act like I don't care. And oh, that makes me cool, and it's kind of like, oh, that keeps me safe. But really the truth is that being vulnerable and being chalant and being willing to put yourself out there and look like an idiot, look like a loser, in my opinion, that makes you so much cooler, because that's the true essence of actually not caring. Because you're willing to be outspoken and put your heart on your sleeve and not care if people are like, this guy's a frickin' complete smooth brain frickin' imbecile idiot. I was gonna say a different word, but it's Twitch. Just my personal thoughts and opinions. Thank y'all for listening. I like talking about deeper topics. I think it's worth talking about deeper topics. Yeah, 100% you're right about that. It's super scary to really try, because then it feels so much more final to really fail. It's like, I don't want to actually, lots of people don't want to go full blown into trying to do something, because it's like, now I look dumb if I fail and I don't make it anywhere doing it. Stop trying to not look dumb. It's insane to live your whole life trying to not look dumb. It's an insane idea to be taking each day to try to be nonchalant and not look dumb, when you could literally just get in a car accident tomorrow and then You spent all that time trying to not look dumb rather than just full-heartedly pursuing something that you wanted to do or were passionate about. Anyway, I gotta wrap up my yap session.